What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Friday Night SmackDown. What did you think of the show, Matthew?
I think the question is, what did you think of the show? You were telling me that it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
Is that true?
it started off hot with the Grayson Waller effect, man.
Grayson Waller, I don't want to downplay anybody, but I think he has something in him, and I could see him as a future world champion, but I think we'll talk about that down the road. So what is it? Grayson Waller Effect featuring, I think it was Rey Mysterio, right? Rey Mysterio fresh off a win against who he faced for the United States champion Theory,
Austin
right?
Theory,
With
yeah.
Santos Escobar. Good little promo. It ended up, I think, it was more of a background for the making of a match between Theory and LA Knight, which I can't complain, right? It was kind of all over the place. No tension between Escobar and Mysterio. Not bad. All right. I think Theory interrupted.
Yes, sir.
It was okay. So the interruption by Theory, I dug it. LA Knight comes out. This was cool. The only reason is because LA Knight, I think it was Theory versus LA Knight, and
Yeah, for
winner
number
gets
one
a
contender.
United
Yeah.
States Championship match against Rey Mysterio. What happened here? What a
Oh,
fumble, man. LA Knight took a loss with Miz coming out and causing a interruption. What
yeah.
a shit show, huh?
Allowing Austin Theory to pick up the victory. And you know what? I honestly like this opening segment. Like you said, it was a little all over the place, but it led into a decent match to start off the night with LA Knight and Austin Theory. And you know what? Would have loved to see LA Knight pick up the win, but Miz getting involved, continuing their feud. I'm
Continues
here
the
for
feud.
it.
I think that's fresh. We need that. So after a fun-filled, I guess you could say, matchup with Theory and LA Knight, right? Let's jump into another matchup. Totally out of nowhere, but you know what? I was down for it. It was Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair, right, versus Damage Control, which was Bayley and the new women's champion, Io Sky, right? Yep. Now, good matchup between these four. I see what they're trying to do with the women's division, and it's working for me. All right. It's working. This match was decent, and Belair defeated, I think, Bayley and Sky. It was a decent matchup. Maybe could have gotten a little more time, but you know what? Bayley lost the match for her team, fair and square. I think we're going to see some tension maybe down the road between Dakota Kai and Bayley, maybe Io Sky. Bayley's taking losses. I don't know. I feel that they're going to slowly deteriorate that storyline. And I'm
Oh,
kind of tired of Damage Control, not going to lie.
absolutely. I agree with you. It was good to see Bianca Belair back in her first action since her loss at SummerSlam. She looked good tonight, and her and Charlotte picking up a good win. I think
Mm.
this build towards a rivalry heading towards payback. And well, like you said, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Damage Control.
Let's talk about picking up a good win next, right? Between these two sweet tag team action, Street Profits. Excuse me. They kept their name. I'm not surprised by it, but maybe come up with something different with Bobby last year. Maybe they're still trying to, figure out ways how to sell us better with that team. So they defeat the OC clean. I think it was a sky high from Dawkins and into a neck breaker from Montez Ford. Nice finisher. Profits took the W over the OC. Poor OC. It's not that they don't deserve better, but just booking for them right now, it's tough. I don't know, because we got a tag team that we're trying to bring up, and then someone's got to take the loss against them, and it's the OC, and I don't know. I feel they deserve better.
Yeah,
Next,
it's
no,
like
no, go
the
ahead.
same thing for like the Viking Raiders and a few other tag teams. We want to see each tag team get a little bit of spotlight, but I think the Street Profits with this new edgy angle really have the push right now, and I could see them doing big things.
Yeah, I do too. Speaking of big things, let's talk about something big for Paul Heyman tonight. Paul Heyman providing an update on the bloodline, the broken bloodline, that messed up bloodline. He really was refusing to provide an update of the bloodline, taunting, I think it was Kayla Braxton, and revealed that Jimmy Uso will appear on next week's show. He basically didn't say much. He was stressed out, right? He talks
Or
about Jimmy going to be on next week. It was simple. He didn't really do too much talking. And I think him looking stressed out on the mic through this whole promo, not saying a word. This is some good storytelling, and I think also it's definitely keeping that bloodline storyline fresh till Mania, I'm assuming.
You could say that again for sure. Paul Heyman was hilarious tonight, man. He did not look like he wanted to be there. Usually Paul Heyman has a lot to say, man. He was very hush hush on the microphone. I think he's scared that he's going to lose his job as head of the council there. I think he's nervous, man, and he's got every right to be. The bloodline is in shambles, and I guess Jey Uso is going to help him straighten it out next week.
Absolutely. Next week, and it feels like next week is just a couple days away. Let's talk about quick timing. It's already main event time, right?
Oh, man, this show flew by.
Show flew by. All right. Edge and Sheamus. One last time. We didn't get a full answer at the end of the show. All right. But this match was something you really could watch again. Edge could have, stayed down throughout times of the match. He kept kicking out. Beautiful high spot. I think there were 2 high spots, and then a spear through the middle rope to the outside. Very risky. Spear, and then Irish kick or whatever Sheamus is, bro kick. I can't think. A bro kick, not once, but twice. Edge kicks out at 3. Really good match. Hits a spear. Sheamus kicks out. Hits a spear again. 1, 2, 3. Crowd was electric. Beth Phoenix, she was emotional throughout the whole match, but at the end, she was very emotional. And I think this is the last Edge match in WWE. Cole even said something slick on the air, but they delivered, and this was definitely one of the best TV matches of 2023 thus far. And Edge went out with a bang. I think maybe that's just it. I wish they had more time and he maybe put his boots in the middle of the ring, give it some sentimental value to it, But they just ended it with him in pyro in the back. And I don't know. I was wishing for a better send-off on live television because I don't think we're going to see him next week. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely was a great match. That's hands down. If this was Edge's last match, he certainly delivered. Props to Sheamus for being a great dance partner with him in the ring.
Sold it all, man. He sold every move.
And you know what? If this was the Rated R Superstars last match, he came in on top and he left out on top. We didn't think we were going to see him back after that severe neck injury. And you know what? Got to end it off in his hometown there, home country. And the crowd certainly loved it. I was certainly emotional thinking that this could be the last Edge match, but we'll just have
to cut it off too quickly. But nonetheless, dude, that was a wonderful career. Give him a little tribute because he's spent his entire life for what he earned.
Oh, absolutely. I think the fans were happy. I think he was probably very emotional as well, holding it together out there. They were chanting, "Thank you, Edge," doing all the things that they should. And I just think it could have been a bigger send-off, but I think it was exactly what Edge wanted.
Absolutely. Nonetheless, we'll end it here, and we'll just say thank you, Edge. No, thank you, Trish. Let's say thank you, Edge. How about that?
Yeah, there we go. That's great.
Yeah, right.
What you guys thought about this week's show, and I thought it just flew by. The match, and
flew by, man.
Other than that, man, we will see you guys Tuesday with a Monday Night Raw recap. Until then, peace out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.